in this mess because society's lost sight of what's most important. What matters most to me is my faith and my family. And I know I'm not the only one who believes that way. So we're joining together as God-fearing people to take the light into the darkness.
You know, if you're watching this, it's probably because you love hunting. But you know what, this heritage of hunting that we have is actually in trouble. From 2011 to 2016, we lost 2 million fellow hunters. And it's our job to get people back involved, introducing people to this heritage of hunting. And a great place to start is with kids. Every year we do a banquet for our 501c3 nonprofit As You're Going Ministries. And we do a live auction and a silent auction, and every year we auction off a youth hunt. And this last year, Nolan Cleaves won that hunt for his son Matt, and they're loading up and heading to western Oklahoma to hunt with pro staffer Paul Powers, and hopefully they'll find Matt a nice buck.
We're here in western Oklahoma getting ready to go on a youth hunt. Nolan, his son Matt, I got elected to do some guiding. I always throw this in as a benefit down for our ministry banquet. Nolan is gracious enough to get it from Matt. We're gonna go get after it. How old are you, Matt? 13-year-old's got the 30-06. We're fixing to lay something down out here in western Oklahoma. Got the camera, got a typical 35-mile-an-hour wind. It's about 65, deer should be moving. Only thing better is we had shorts drinking a glass of tea with us, but we're gonna go sit on this dam and see if we can get it done.
We're set up in here. Just do it the way we do. We just come here and got on this elevated dam. Where you can see this bottom, we push some deer coming in here. And a doe just came back by. She acted like she was being chased, but I don't see any bugs yet. We got a perfect wind right now. If it'll just stay with us, we'll be in good shape.
Well, after a slow sit the first evening of the hunt, Paul's actually gonna move in the next morning into kind of a bedding area. He's gonna back up onto a ridge. They're gonna have the sun at their back, and hopefully a buck will move into the draw in front of them and give Matt his chance.
It's been slow, I don't understand. It's beautiful weather. Full moon hurts us, but it's been slow this morning. Slow last night. Sun's just coming up, so we're watching this ridge over on the side, this side hill. Normally when the sun comes up, these deer work their way out here on these hills, so we're hoping to do it today.
Well, they actually spotted a buck working his way through the heavy brush, but he's not coming close to him. So Paul makes the decision they need to get up and try to cover some distance and get closer to this buck so Matt can hopefully get a shot.
Yeah. Oh my God. See it. It didn't even wiggle. Oh. We're out here in western Oklahoma doing a little deer hunting on the youth hunt that I donated our annual banquet. Nolan and his son Matt purchased it and wanted to come out in western Oklahoma and hunt with us. Proud for Matt, proud to be out here and just blessed to be out here with good buddies and good hunting. Matt, good shot, buddy.
Thank you.
Nolan, enjoyed it, man.
Thank you.
This segment's been brought to you by Vortex Optics with the unlimited, unconditional lifetime warranty.
Learn more at vortexoptics.com. And by these fine sponsors. This segment's brought to you by Covert Scouting Cameras, #1 in trail camera technology with unmatched customer service. Learn more at covertscoutingcameras.com. And by these fine sponsors.
You know, Staffer T.W. Norman is as diehard of a hunter as you'll ever find. And between being a hunter himself and then a dad, a husband, and even a pastor, he always makes time to make sure he gets his boys into the deer woods.
We just got in the blind, guys. I'm back. Drink Norman. Let's go. 4 turkeys, 1 deer. I'm off to get my second deer. When we just got in the blind, a deer showed up right over there. It's gonna be, I'm just praying. I just hope that the Lord will help that deer. Just make the deer come over here.
Raising a monster. Oh man. Who do you think's better looking, me or you?
Yeah.
One way or the other, and make it clear. Right up here. Okay, whenever you can. Shoot him when you can. Shoot him. You hit him.
I got him.
From what we could barely see, it looks like we might have been able to see the point of impact. The only thing working against us right now is the fact that it has rained for the last 36 hours and the ground's wet. And so I'm going to go back down there with the flashlight and see if we can't try to figure something out. Hey, bud, you made a great shot on this deer last night. Unfortunately, it was just wet. And whenever it's wet outside and you're not sure where the deer goes, it's hard to find it. So we had to have John and Dio, the tracking dog, come down, and man, it was just absolutely amazing to see that dog work and get Trig's biggest buck. Trig, your biggest buck, man. What do you think of that?
It's awesome.
It is awesome. I'm proud of you, buddy.
You know, Staffer Rick Thomas is much the same. I mean, he is a diehard hunter himself, but every year he makes time to be able to take nieces, nephews, and other kids on their first hunts as well.
I think we're gonna grow a little bit, see what happens. I think we might have given it plenty of time, so we're gonna unload the gun and pack up and get down and see if we can find him.
We're gonna try to see if we can find it. We waited for my grandpa to get out of the stand, and he's gonna try to help us find it.
That thing has been fighting like crazy.
It is a little far back though.
Is it? Yeah.
Unless that's the exit point.
The old hound dog picked up the blood trail and it didn't go very far.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Congratulations, Corey.
Thank you.
This segment has been brought to you by Hunter's Cloak, helping you hide your stink. Learn more at hunterscloak.com. And by these fine sponsors. This segment's brought to you by HHA Sports, the leader in single pin technology, made in America with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at hhasports.com. And by Automatic Manhood, the 6-week video-based Bible study series from Final Descent Outdoors. Order yours at finaldescentoutdoors.com. and by these fine sponsors.
Having 4 kids of my own, and this being what I do for a living, you know, my kids want to hunt as well. And even my 4-year-old named Josiah, well, he even wants to get in on the excitement.
Don't tell your mommy I let you have that. Oh gosh.
We're after a mature buck. We've already made up our mind, but if a mature buck doesn't show up, then we'll take a big mature doe. And we've had a couple young bucks come in, but we haven't seen that big mature buck that we're after. And right at last light, a doe steps out and Josiah climbs in his dad's lap, and he's gonna help me squeeze the trigger.
Put your finger on my finger. Real smooth. Don't let it be about my trigger. On the trigger. Give me 5, dude. Dude, that was awesome. Hey, tell everybody how old you are.
4.
You're 4 years old?
Mm-hmm.
And you just shot your first deer?
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that?
Because I'm cool.
Because I'm cool.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a deer hunter. Do you know where I can find a deer hunter?
I'm a deer hunter.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. I'm super proud of you. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I think your orange is a little big for you.
Oh, he has stickers on hand.
He's got some stickers on him?
Yeah.
Well,
Actually.
that is a big old nanny doe. Yep, that's a big old nanny. Big old nanny doe. Good job, dude.
My oldest son, Matthias, actually has a couple deer under his belt now, but with limited time to hunt, we made the decision that this year, Dad's not gonna help. I'm not gonna try to line things up. I'm not holding the gun. It's all on him. I'm just gonna run camera and offer advice. So we head out to the deer woods, hoping to find him a buck of his own.
There's 6 of them. I took out the bucks, the does. There's a bunch of does.
I think there's just one buck, though.
We have seen a ton of deer in this big wheat field, but none of the bucks have really come in and gave us a shot. But right at last light, we got a buck out in the field. It's a young buck, but I told Matthias, if you want him, you can take him. And it's a poke. I mean, it's a long ways, well over 200 yards. And to be honest, I wasn't super optimistic.
Oh, great shot. Matthias Clay.
She did. Right on.
All right, guys, here's the result of our hunt tonight. It's my son, Matthias. He did an awesome job. This deer is about 215 yards. I didn't help him. I didn't hold the gun. I didn't point. I mean, it was 100% him. This is Matthias's 3rd deer. And Matthias said, you know what, Dad, I enjoyed tonight's hunt, but I think I'm gonna start holding out for some bigger deer, which I'm super proud of him. And I wasn't gonna, you know, say, hey, let's do that. He's 10 years old. I want him to fall in love with hunting and enjoy hunting, enjoy spending time in God's creation, and had a great time tonight. I'm super proud of him. Matthias, what do you think, buddy? Was it fun? Yeah. A lot of fun? He made a great shot. He never moved, did he? Just dropped him in his tracks. So anyway, shooting a Bagara in a 308. Got a PTP tactical suppressor on it. Great setup for really anybody.
This segment's brought to you by Lane Shark and their innovative front-mounted brush cutters, proudly made in the USA. Learn more at lanesharkusa.com. And by these fine sponsors.
Now it's time for the Real Avid Tech Tip of the Week.
Hey guys, I'm here with Mike and with Dave from Flame Boss. Give them just a little bit of an idea exactly what this thing does.
It's a temperature controller for charcoal grills and smokers. It uses a small blower to control the amount of air to your fire, and in a charcoal fire, more air is more heat, less air is less heat.
And you can even run that on an app on your phone.
You can use
too.
it on an app on your phone. It's Wi-Fi enabled, so once you hook it up to your home network, you could go to work and watch a pork butt all day long. You could turn your grill down to a warmer if it was done before you got home.
You got Dave here.
Absolutely.
I mean, you travel, man. You're a competitive cook.
Yep. What was really neat is just seeing the difference in our product. I took a small trash can just to try it out. I was putting out better food than people could put out with professional cookers on a little galvanized trash can because of that device.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you can sit there and let it do everything for you, and then you're just maybe mopping it and wrapping it, things like that. Makes everything better, including your rest time.
But it's not just something that's for competitive cookers. I mean, this falls into the realm of just any guy that enjoys, you know, barbecue and grill and those type of things, right?
Absolutely. The average Joe absolutely loves this. You got the kids and the wife and everybody else there at the party. They're going to want some of your time as well.
What's actually in here? What are we cooking?
All right, so we decided to do a nice little picnic shoulder for you guys. We got a beautiful piece of meat cooking.
What else are we having with this?
Oh, we got 7 cheese mac and cheese.
Okay.
We got carnivore beans.
Okay.
So I can't even tell you all the good stuff in that. That's a trade secret.
Oh, man. Yeah, right. We're out of here. We're out of here.
This segment is brought to you by Woodhaven Custom Calls. Support our ministry by using promo code FINALDESCENT10 at checkout. Place your order at woodhavencustomcalls.com. And by these fine sponsors.
Well, Matthias has a doe tag still, so the next day we decide to go out and do a little bit of doe patrol, and we have so many does. I know it's not going to take us long, but we have a doe in front of us.
We got deer all around us, and we have cows. I don't know if you can hear that bang. That is literally the cows. They're hitting our blind. These cows. These cows are not helping me and Matthias's effort here. That one made it kind of leave.
Well, this big mature doe is about 75 yards, which apparently is a chip shot for Matthias.
Slow down. No, we shouldn't. Okay. Doctor. So you credit your shooting skills to Fortnite? Yeah. Not us going to the range and us shooting guns. Yeah, that's not help. Fortnite's better. Okay. Alright, so Fortnite's better. Okay. I'm just trying to get on the same page, you know.
So what are we going to make her into? We already talked about it a little bit.
Let's do some breakfast sausage and steak.
That's it. Breakfast sausage, going to make some steak out of her. She's a big, healthy doe. You made a great shot on her, buddy. Good job. You know, pro staffer Daniel Arms, he loves to hunt himself, but he spends a ton of time taking his kids hunting as well. And his daughter Emily, she's killed a couple deer, but this year she set out and said, I want a big buck, mainly because she wants bragging rights over the other boys in her class that are hunters as well.
Well, it's the evening of day one of the rifle season here in Oklahoma. Mid-November, the rut's kicked off really, really well right now. Emily and I came out and hunted this morning and saw at least 4 different young bucks. It's perfect time of year. Everything's right. The weather is amazing. It's beautiful out here. Got my 10-year-old daughter and she's not freezing. Can't wait to see what rifle season brings for this pretty little 10-year-old girl.
Really? Yeah. Really? Not really. Be careful. Look at your lips. I'm gonna shoot from the foreneck. Get ready. Come on. He's gonna be chasing dogs. Don't get too far like him. Squeeze it slowly.
The one came out that she wanted and she didn't waste any time at all, dropped him in his tracks. No tracking job for Emily again this year.
Well, that's another great memory made and a love for the sport of hunting grown and another future ambassador.
Here he is, Emily. This is the buck you've been after since the youth season.
Yeah.
So how many points is this deer?
13.
13 points. And he has got a lot of character. That is a cool looking deer. This little tine over here sticks way out to the side. He's got some kickers on the bottom that come down or come back behind his head.
Cool.
It's a good day though, isn't it?
Yeah. I shot my deer the first day.
You know, as we talked about at the beginning of this episode, our world is changing and it's happening fast, and we're losing numbers as hunters, and it's our job to build it back up. You know, in the United States, church attendance and church membership is also on the decline as more and more Americans walk away from faith and walk away from the church. So how do we change that? Well, it's on us as Christians to do that. We have to love people, invite them to come to church with us, and to show them Christ through the things that we say and the things that we do. Mark 16:15 says to us, it says, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation." You see, it's on us as Christians to go into the world and share the love of Christ. You see, it's on us to share about the things that we love, and most importantly, Jesus. And if we don't do it, we're going to continue to see it decline. So today, we would love to help you in any way we can get back on track with God or to begin a relationship with Him. You can go to our website, you can send us an email, you can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you can shoot us a message there as well. Let us know how we can be praying for you, encouraging you, or possibly introducing you to Jesus. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bailey's Outdoor Shop is the official taxidermist of Final Descent Outdoors. Closed captioning brought to you by Real Avid.
Strut your stuff!